Dog training is overrated. Hi, I'm Rich with Off Grid Dogs, Training and Behavior, Tampa, Florida. And I'm crazy. I'm crazy about you because you love your dog. This is my Great Pyrenees Taboo. Fine looking fellow, isn't he? So, yeah, dog training is overrated. And I'm a dog trainer saying that, but it's true. What's underrated is knowing how to live with a dog so that you build a confident, well-behaved dog that's easy to live with. You may have seen some famous dog trainers on YouTube or on television like Cesar Milan or the Dog Daddy kind of make the owner of the dog look ridiculous because they're trying to hold the dog on a leash and he's all out of control, and the dog trainer takes the dog away from him, and in just a few minutes the dog is very well behaved with the dog trainer. But what you're seeing there has nothing to do with dog training. It has to do with the dog-human relationship. So how can a dog trainer like myself take a client's dog and be pretty sure, pretty confident that that dog's going to be within seconds or moments be much better behaved with me when I get him away from the owner of the dog? Well, the fact is that I'll have a better relationship with that dog in 5 minutes than that owner probably has after a year or 2 or 5 years or however long he's had the dog. And the reason I can how can I have a better relationship? I just met the dog. Well, that's actually to my advantage. This is what sort of a secret dog trainers don't let out because they like to look like magicians and impress their clients so that they can, charge them lots of money. But it's no trick. It's pretty simple. We don't have any baggage with the dog. The dog owner has a lot of baggage. He's owned that dog for 6 months or 6 years or however long he's had him. And it's typically the reason they're coming to a dog trainer is because they have behavior problems. And the reason they have behavior problems has got really nothing to do with dog training. It's got to do with the human-dog relationship. And that human doesn't have the dog's respect, and he doesn't have the dog's trust. He has the dog's love, and I'm sure he loves the dog. That's usually the situation. It's a one-dimensional relationship where the human gives the dog lots of affection, but he does everything else wrong. And what the dog really needs is what makes a dog well behaved. One of the main things they need is leadership, and most humans don't know how to give that to the dog. So you have to build trust and respect. The way you build respect is with calm, confident energy. That's what a dog respects. Dogs don't care what you say. They don't even care what you do. What dogs care about is how you feel. They know if you're upset, if you're happy, if you're confident, if you're nervous. They know all that. And the only kind of energy that a dog can follow, this is their instincts, this is their DNA. It's instinctual to follow calm, confident energy. Now, lots of us humans don't have calm, confident energy, but that's okay. You can work on it. Your dog can actually fix you because you need to practice being calm and confident, not only for your dog's sake, but for your own. It's good for you too. But you'll see the difference. So when you see these dog owners with a misbehaving dog and they're yelling at the dog, no, no, no. And of course the dog's completely ignoring them. That's what I'm talking about. If the dog's doing something you don't like and you want him to stop doing it, the first thing you need to do is be calm. So he'll listen to you. So he'll respect you. He could care less what you're saying if you're as excited as he is. The way you get a dog's trust is through consistency. A dog can only trust you if you're consistent. If he knows that if I do this, then this is what's going to happen. So, you have to be consistent which is the only way to be fair to the dog. And that's how you build a relationship. In nature, a dominant alpha dog is not mean to the other dogs. He's not aggressive to the other dogs. Just the opposite. He's very calm, he's very confident, and he's very fair. So that's how a dog's world works. So if you want to be the pack leader to your dog, which is what he needs, you have to be fair, you have to be consistent, you have to be calm, confident, earn that trust, earn that respect. So basically that's how you build a great relationship with a dog, is you're giving the dog what he needs to thrive. Not just feeding him, although a lot of dog owners do a poor job with feeding them. Not just exercising them. A lot of them don't give them enough exercise. But even if you're doing those things right, if you're, not providing the leadership, the structure, the consistency, then you're not going to have that fantastic relationship that some dog owners have with their dogs. And their dogs are, always well behaved, and they can trust their dog, and their dog can trust them. And I'd much rather have a well-behaved dog than a trained dog any day of the week, all day long. You can always train a dog. That doesn't take very long, but it takes a long time to build a really good dog. This is what a lot of people don't realize. They get a puppy, and if they don't know much about dogs, they're thinking, oh, I'll potty train him in a few days, and then we'll be good to go. Your dog is a puppy for at least a year, depending on the breed. Like the Great Pyrenees I showed you, you don't want to get a Great Pyrenees unless you want a 100-pound puppy for approximately 2.5 years. That's how long it takes a giant breed to mature, mentally and physically. So yeah, he had no brains for 2.5 years. I mean, he was a challenge. It was a lot of fun, but it took a lot of patience to develop him into the dog that he is now. And then one day the switch flipped, and his little brain finally started working, and he wasn't a puppy anymore. And all of a sudden, life was easy and life was great. But it took us 2.5 years to get to that point. So when people get a dog, any breed of dog, they've got to realize that they've got a 1 to 2 year project on their hands, if they're getting a puppy, that is, of building that dog into a calm, confident, stable, well-behaved dog that's easy to live with, that you can trust. You can leave him in the house. He's not going to tear anything up. He's not going to jump on people. He's not going to attack anything. You don't have to worry. But it's worth it. I highly recommend it because, the pleasure is significant, but it's a lot of work. And this is what people don't understand, because they're sold a bill of goods that it's, very convenient to have a dog. Dogs are awesome, but they're not convenient. So build that relationship, and you won't even need a dog trainer. You can train the dog yourself. The good news is, if you're providing the leadership, the dog will want to follow you. You won't have to, try to force anything on the dog. It's their natural instinct. If you're a leader, they're good to go. They're like, oh, you're the guy I want to follow. And they'll want to do whatever you want them to do. So it's really easy to train a dog that's a balanced, well-behaved dog. So, yeah. Let's resist the pet industrial complex. Let's get our dogs off the grid and out of the matrix.